I posted this picture where I asked the question: is this cup uh, empty? Is it half empty? Is it half full? Or is it full? And it was a trick question. And I just came up with that when I was having my morning coffee, and I saw, well, this is pretty full. But then again, I was thinking about it, and that's why I posted that question. So before I give you an answer, it is a trick question, but it does have I think, a significance. The question. Before I answer that question, based on what I was thinking, I want to share with you a story of when I was in not really high school. When I was in the seventh grade. Uh, I had this teacher. We had an art project, and we were doing art in the class. And the assignment that we had for a few minutes in the class was to draw a mosaic. And so everybody, I think we had about 15 minutes to do that. So everybody in the classroom started drawing a mosaic. And what I ended up doing, let me share with you, it was something similar to this. I started out just making diagrams, shapes in my blank sheet of paper. And it looked something like this. And my strategy, what I ended up doing, I remember, was that I just started filling in randomly. I picked a color and I started drawing and filling in not each, but just randomly picking shapes and using the color that I was using, that I selected. And then I changed color, and then I started picking, other shapes. So as I continue to do my mosaic, I kept on picking colors and randomly just doing what I'm doing right now. And little by little, the mosaic started taking shape. So it got to a point where I finished. I said, okay, this is good enough. And this was sort of my mosaic. And I remember when I was satisfied with the drawing, I gave it to the teacher and I said, okay, I'm done. And I remember this, they stayed vividly in my mind. The teacher said, very good, Fernando. This was, you did a good job. And he showed it to everybody, my piece of paper. And he told everybody, look, everybody, this is a great example of somebody using the color white as a color. And I did that intentionally because that's what my strategy was, kind of like in the reverse. And that stayed with me. And I was kind of proud of my mosaic. And because normally what people would do was they would try to fill in every shape with a color and not leave white as a color. But white is a color. If you think about it, white is a color. And like this, as a mosaic, you can see, it's different, right? So this was a great example of just using your perspective. It depends on what your perspective is. And you think about, yes, white is a color. So I remember this when I was talking about the cup example. The cup example, I can say the same thing and say, okay, this cup is, in this picture, it looks like it's full of coffee, right? Okay, but even if the cup is empty, quote unquote, like this, right? Is a cup really empty? Well, it depends on your perspective. It's empty or it's full. But when your perspective is, you ask the question of what? Okay, you're probably thinking about a liquid, right? It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have any liquid, so it's empty. So you're probably talking or thinking about that. But if I tell you, unless you're in outer space, there is air, right? There is air in this cup. So technically, the cup is always full of something, right? It has air or it has a liquid, but it always has something. It's always full. So it depends on your perspective, what you're talking about, right? half empty, half full. We're probably talking about a liquid, but you can use that as a metaphor. Your cup is always full. It depends what you put in it or what you're talking about or what you're thinking about. Your cup is always full. So you can think about your cup and use that as a metaphor in anything in life. Your cup can be full or your cup can be empty. Your cup is always full if you think about that. Like the mosaic, you start out with a white canvas, everything is white. It's full, right? It's full of the color white. Your cup, think about something personal, is full. It's full of something. Now, you may want to add things to your cup, right? And remove things that are in there, but it's always full of something. Now, you make the choice what you want your cup to have in it. Um, and I think that was my idea behind the question of is this cup full or empty? So I hope you like that example, the metaphor. Just think about that. Your cup is always full of something. Now it's up to you to think about what is it that you want to have your cup full of. And you take away things that you don't want, you put things that you do want. And your cup could be anything in your life. Have a good day, my friend. That was just some food for thought. Hope you have a good day. If you like this, please show me that you like this. Give it a like, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.